Okay, so to continue on the last video, as my battery was going dead, that rubber seal will seal along this area and then down to the bottom and across. Right here in these little open areas, I've got to fill that with aluminum sheet, and that will kind of merge with this area, and so the bulb seal kind of will come across this and then down this area. And then I'm going to do something like that with this front. This piece will get extended down. There'll be a piece of aluminum sheet that comes across here and then kind of seals that off, and that rubber seal that's coming down this area down to here will seal at the front. If you look up in here, you can see where, I think you can kind of see it, I made these aluminum pucks that are threaded, and I glued them to the outer skin of the door. And then once I did that, I attached this steel angle bracket, and with everything setting just right and the door leveled and all the seam on the outside and everything looks right, I went ahead and welded it. So that's holding the front of the door at the top. At the bottom of the door, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put nut inserts in the 1-inch tube, and then I will put a bolt through here. And there's actually a little bit of an air gap behind there, so I can use washers to push it in or out. And then if I have to, I could always slot the hole in the fiberglass so I can move it front to back. I'll do the same thing back here. And then what I'm probably going to do is on the back side, as I'm going to have a bolt to kind of support the top back, I'm going to have a bolt come through here and pick up a bracket on the inside. So that kind of gives you an idea on that. And I already showed you this stuff where the bulb seal is. The seats, I finally got those permanently attached, which I was waiting because of this area that I cut out and redid. It might be too close for you to see it. So now the seat's permanently attached. I finished the passenger side seat, so it now is cut thinner in this area too. It doesn't have the shoulder wings sticking out. And then I'll probably flare these out a little wider to give a little more room. I think that's about it. And then also, what I was also going to tell you is I've been working on the hood. And on the hood, I actually used some of that angle fiberglass also at the bottom. So I cut the bottom lip off from the bottom of the bonnet, and then I got everything setting and the gaps just right, and I glued. I used 3/16 thick by, I believe it was 1.5 by 1.5 angle on the bottom of this. And I glued it to the inside so that I could get everything adjusted just right. And then I put just a sheet metal screw here and one there, and that's holding until the glue's set up, and then I'll take those off and get everything feathered out right. So that's kind of coming along pretty decent. Had a few setbacks on the passenger side working on the bonnet. I also I'm going to have to do something with, right in this area of the hood, it's puckering for some reason. I'm not sure why, if it's always been like that and I just didn't notice it. So I don't know if I can heat the fiberglass up with a heat gun and then apply weight to it and get it straightened out, but I'm going to have to do something, either that or I'll have to grind it down and add material to the back. Well, that's about it. Thanks.